welcome back to my channel. We are in the end of July and this is a quick garden update. Just to summarize overall, I have bitter melons over here, tomatoes, radishes, some bitter melons here, peppers, some bell peppers over here, and some back there. And also one thing new to the area is we got a new playscape. Finally, we've been researching playscapes for like 2 years or so, and we are really happy with the one that we went with. But back to the garden. So since I had seen you last, I had been harvesting the tomatoes like crazy. These are my favorite tomatoes by far. These are the sun sugar tomatoes, and there has been some heat damage because we've had temperatures over 100 degrees. I'm in zone 5, so it is dropping leaves every now and then. There's some gray leaves here, but when the fruit is this color or even just a little bit more orange, that is when it's ready to go. And then over here, so these 3 are sun sugar plants, and I had done a little bit of pruning just because it got way too crowded in there. I was worried about the plants developing some disease, and also for height purposes it was getting super tall because these are indeterminates, which means that'll just keep growing and growing. So for the plants to divert more of its energy and resources towards the fruit, I did some pruning both for height and to increase airspace there too. Okay, so in this plant, this is a tomato plant that is a chocolate cherry. You can see some of the fruits here starting to darken, and I'm gonna have to do a little bit of research to see how dark these get. If they get like a dark red or more like a brown, I think that'll be so interesting. And I did end up planting the peppers that used to be in these pots into bigger pots, and they have just, look at them, they have taken off. These pots were holding the pea plants from before, and also some lettuce. Most of these pepper plants are for red peppers, red bell peppers. So it is producing quite a bit here, and it's almost overcrowded, but I stake these just to help with the support. The stems do get strong when you do pruning, but I still, for my peace of mind, I still like to do some staking. So if you could see under there, there we go. And then over here I have this is like a purple bell pepper. I don't know if you could see some of those. And then I surrounded some of these with marigold plants to help deter pests. And then through here I have, these are the bell peppers that were attacked by flea beetles, and they haven't had any more damage. It's just, this damage is old, it's been here, and I just left these so that the plant would have leaves, but I probably can take them off now because it has a lot more leaves. And with these I used these tomato cages for staking because I did not prune these. So these will be weaker plants as far as the main stem goes. I don't know if you could see, this is the dark purple bell pepper. So we're gonna have lots of peppers, and I'm so excited because that is one of my favorite vegetables. And this is our garlic. It is just, it's still green. I've never grown garlic really, and it's all kind of growing from the center here. And I'm not sure if that is what it's supposed to happen, but according to a video by the Wisconsin gardener, she said that with each level here is representative of a garlic clove. So I'm curious, are there monstrous garlic in there? I'm just gonna have to harvest them when they're ready, and we know they're ready when these green tops start to die off. Over here are the marigolds. They have really taken off. These are the ones from MIgardener, and they are kind of a taller marigold versus the ones over here that I had bought from Walmart. And this is my daughter's zinnia that she had planted from seed at school. I know, what's wrong with that pepper? I don't know. And in this planter from the dollar spot at Target, no, it's okay. I decided to put some of the butterhead lettuce. It kind of got beaten down by the torrential downpour of rain last night, but ordinarily it looks pretty good. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on this though, because I don't want any cabbage loopers laying any things in there. I might have to spray it with some BT. And I had taken some of these seedlings for peppers and put them in these pots that I bought from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to raise these as plants throughout the year. I'm not expecting these to really produce any fruit. But what I'm going to do is start pruning, because as you can see, it's about to produce flowers soon. And if it put a pepper out, it would end up being kind of a weak plant. So I will prune it. I usually count maybe like 5 to 6 leaves, so I'll prune it right about there. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like right about there. Same thing here. Then across the way over here, I decided to plant some of the Dollar Tree seedlings. That's what these 2 plants are. And I'll be pruning these as well, because these are starting to flower too. I have been kind of lax in harvesting the rest of my radishes, but look how huge. I don't know if the camera's focusing or not, but they got pretty big and they are more than ready to go. So I'll be taking those out this week and next week. And since I've seen you last on June 30th, I decided to plant some French breakfast radishes in this very shallow tray. Gary Pilarczyk of the Rusted Garden had suggested you could grow radishes this way, and I'm glad I listened to him. He's really, really intelligent. He's got great tips for gardening, very easy to follow. And yeah, these are producing very well. Some of the ones though that didn't get a lot of sun are getting a bit leggy. If you can see, look at these radishes. They're not going to really develop well. But the ones that did get sun, like this one, will fatten up nicely, I hope. And this one is a basil plant. It has not been liking this extreme heat, so I've had to remove flowers to keep it going because it's really bolting. And over here I have some marigolds, and look at this. This is a weed. According to MIgardener, this is edible, but don't quote me on that. This is a succulent, good for omega-3s, but I'm gonna have to do more research, see if I can eat those. And then here's another chocolate bell pepper plant. These are bitter melons. Strawberries that I'm really just getting the roots of. I'd gotten a few strawberries this year. And then I replanted my daughter's green beans that had been eaten by the rabbit, and it's producing a little bit. Just want to keep it alive. And then all along here are my bitter melon plants, and I had been pretty happy up until this morning. Over the weekend we had a lot of rain, and I'm worried that we're going to be developing some mold here. This is not good. It looks like it's traveling up the plant. So you know what I'm going to do? Take out these leaves and pray that it doesn't spread to the other leaves. See, this one concerns me. Look at the pattern here. That looks like mildew starting to develop. I'm not sure, but you know what? There's enough leaves on this plant that I can take them out. So I'll be going through that today, and I've been trying to keep it growing up. I use a Dollar Tree tool to help reach places I can't. I just want to show you the hidden bitter melons. Look at this one. That'll be ready soon. There's a little one. There's a bigger one at the back there. You can see. There's a small one right here. Let's see what else. This is like Where's Waldo? Find the bitter melon. There's 2 right here. There's one right here. I've eaten one so far, and it is so delicious. And I've picked them while they're pretty young. This one is starting to yellow, so I definitely want to pick that one now. Let's see if I can get this one right now. Yeah, when it starts to yellow, that it's ready. It's more than ready, actually. So happy right now. I love these. And up at the top, you can see one there. And a little one. Let's see what else. And right here. So what I'm learning is that these pots are more than big enough for these plants. So I think next year, if I decide to use these containers again, I might put 2 plants per container. And here's my herb bed. The chives are struggling. I'm probably not watering them as much as I could. And the oregano has been starting to flower again. The thyme is doing fine. And then over here, I have the lavender and rosemary. I have a big confession. I did not pull up this weed, and look how huge it is. This is really, really bad. Although it hasn't flowered yet, I really kept it around because I wanted to see it flower to see what the flowers look like. It's huge, which means that the root structure underneath is probably very pervasive. And in order to keep these plants to continue growing, I'm really going to have to take this out now. Yeah, this is not, don't do this, you guys. Don't let this weed grow unless it's in a location where you really don't care and you're just curious. I could see at the top here that it's starting to develop some flowers, but no, I can't wait any longer. All right, so that is it for this garden update. Let me know how your gardens are doing right now, especially in this extreme heat. And thank you so much for watching, guys.
Take care.
Take care.